guys are probably wondering, well, seriously, what the heck is that supposed to be? Oh, it'll be good, don't believe me. This actually looks better than what I used to do. Actually, it used to be a worse drawer as a kid. Well, teenager. Same thing. Yeah, it's too far over. I'll just do bubble letters because that'll make more sense. It's not how I originally did it, but it'll look better. That's no, I think of it. I think eventually, I did actually do bubble letters. I think of it actually. Yeah, I remember actually in 2012, I redrew it at some point in 2012 when I was being great, and that's when I graduated high school. So, but before I graduated, I remember I did it. It was probably like the beginning of 2012. It was still cold out. There you go. I know, like I said, it's very basic, very boring, nothing too fancy. Yeah, that's basically it. Alright. Oh, crap. Yeah, it's it likes to fall too much. It's kind of annoying. Now, this is something else I drew that people liked. I drew that, and then there's something else I used to draw. Yeah, I used to draw to my band. I used to be in a band in high school. Yeah, it's not something I don't think it's something I mentioned a whole lot. I'll save that for last. So this is something I used to draw. I did this on a video before. I want to do it on a big poster board. Basically, it's a castle scene, so I'll try to draw it as best as I can. I haven't done it in such a long time. Now, I don't have a ruler, so this is not going to be like, as straight as it should be. There we go, yeah, it should be like that. Because I was playing the Assassin's Creed games, and I got inspiration from this. As crazy as it sounds, but it's true. After I ran it from Blockbuster, since that's originally I found out about Assassin's Creed. And those who are too young to remember, Assassin's Creed was Blockbuster was a store where you would rent movies, TVs, and VHS. Now, at the time when that game came out, VHS was phased out for however many years. So, but I can't remember if it was the first one. I can't remember now. I remember that's how I found out about Saints Row. Because as crazy as it sounds, like I never started with the old Saints Row. I just started with Saints Row 3. And I rented it from Blockbuster because I liked Grand Theft Auto games. I saw that and I was like, I don't know, this looks like Grand Theft Auto style. Maybe this would be good. And being I was a teenager, my mother finally let me play freaking Saints Row. Now of course I played Grand Theft Auto games when I was too young because my grandmother would sneak it. And she just said, don't tell your mother because she'll yell, which was true because eventually I told my mother. And she wasn't too thrilled to hear it. But she said too, yeah, well, I had a feeling that you It's because, my grandmother have, that good relationship, Not to get confused with my great-grandmother, because I talked about reviews about my great-grandmother who was, not the nicest. Yeah, that was my grandmother's mother. Not my actual grandmother, yeah. We had a much better relationship. Much better. Now, I wouldn't say perfect, but I can never do this right. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying the best I can. I have a really hard time. I have ADHD, so I have a hard time keeping my fingers still. Just not going. Like I said, I need a ruler to guide my hand because my hand wants to go like this all over the place. It doesn't want us to stay the heck still. Oh, it's so annoying because, it can be very hard to draw sometimes without needing guidance. This is so annoying. But yes, afterwards I'm going to draw my poster that I used to draw. I might make that for a separate video too. But yes, like I was saying before, when I was in high school and I was learning to play guitar, not the girl I'm with now, but at the time, she was my girlfriend, but obviously she's my ex now, and, we haven't talked in several years. But like I said, that's the ex that we and her didn't have. It wasn't exactly a good relationship. I was treated unfairly, to say the least, and that's putting it nicely. That's putting it the nice way. I don't want to get into it. I'm getting anxiety. I'm just getting anxiety just thinking about it. Now, obviously, we did reconcile. It's like that. Like I said, we just, and I forgive her, but just wasn't just not many good memories. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be black and white model. Like I said, I think I did a color version once. I think. So I'll probably do that too. At some point I'll do it. Maybe I'll do that for this week. I'll pre-record it. And I'll have it for a video during the week. So I'm gonna make sure I pre-record some videos that way. There's content for during the week. Now, obviously, the color version will look a hell of a lot better. Instead of this, it looks interesting with potential, just not as good as it could. It'll look much better on poster board, which I'm going to do eventually. Because I did tell you guys a long time ago I would. I'm just trying to get my drawing skills back up, because being that the poster board is usually a final draft, I don't want to make sure it's perfect. And I'm trying to find the right ruler so that I can slide and glide across the paper perfectly without causing a problem. I don't want it to look like crap. See, that's the little prison they got. Because you got the guard tower, and then you got the prison for any prisoners who break the laws. Now, I don't know I doubt dungeons were at the top like that, but, it adds, like I said, it adds detail. I think, it adds detail, and it's not really meant to, look realistic as possible. Yeah, more of it's like I said, like fantasy, so, and then I'm not good at drawing people, so I just draw stick figures. Because I'm really bad at drawing people. I could draw physical things, but like physical people, I'm like that. I tried it, it just looked really bad. I just add the Christian cross. I just can't draw it because it's too tiny, so it's gonna look like crap. And then I just have two large windows for extra detail. And then just this to form concrete and the grass, obviously. Like I said, this is the black and white version. The color version looks a lot better. like I say, it's supposed to be part of the supports in the actual like part of the window that all holds it together against the brick castle. So for obvious reasons, I just make it that color. Like I said, I'll make a color version. Don't worry. That way it looks a lot better. It doesn't look so like plain. And then the sun's bigger. Like I said, everything looks a lot bigger, better. It's just what I call the prototype. Okay, and now for my band poster, which I didn't do a lot of detail wasn't put into it, and it's been so long I can't remember. So basically, I was in a gothic metal band when I was a teenager. As crazy as it sounds. I was basically that teenage boy back in the day, where like, yes, I had my guitar everywhere. I had multiple guitars. Like I have a Dean MLX, a Jackson guitar. I have a Gibson Les Paul. I have an Epiphone Les Paul. And I think that's it. Eventually, what I want to get is a BC Rich. I want the BC Rich Warlock guitar. I always wanted that guitar. But what I really want the most is a Gibson Explorer in white, painted white, with gold pickups. That's definitely my dream guitar. A white Gibson Explorer with gold pickups. I always wanted that thing. That would look so freaking cool. And what I'm doing is taking an ASMR Wolf's custom-made sticker or decal and putting it on there to make it an official ASMR Wolf's design guitar. Oh, I swear, that would look so fucking cool. Sorry for language, but that would look so cool. I'm thinking about doing that. I think there's a way you can make custom like guitars like that. I mean, of course, it's expensive as all crap, but I'm thinking about that. I wouldn't mind, if I go viral on YouTube, I wouldn't mind getting into the guitar business and having like ASMR Wolf design branded guitars, but only like a very small amount. Like kind of like something that would be like something I could use personally, and then maybe like a few extra ones. I'm not sure how much. I mean, obviously more than a few, but like a limited number. Kind of make it like a collector's item, or something like that, or like something that's like cool to have, and with a lower number, it holds value, and it won't be like something mass produced, so it won't be something that's like, is cheap, and it's just like something that people can collect, and it's like, worth money. Especially so somebody has it and they have financial problems, they can be like, well, this is worth a lot of money. I could sell this and I hate to sell it, but I could use the money. Anyway, but yeah, this was my old band logo. This is my old band name. Okay. I haven't done this so long. Oh my god. This just feels nostalgic doing this. And kind of funny because I haven't done this in a long time, so hopefully I do it good. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to spell it. Hopefully I'll make my T look like a cross, because I'm not good at drawing bubble T's. So it's probably gonna look like a cross. It's supposed to be a lowercase t. Ugh, that looks horrible. It's been a long time, so it's gonna look like crap. But now this is something that me and my ex at the time, who wasn't my ex at the time, thought of together. So it wasn't just me, like she thought most of it. at the time, yeah, I was gonna be the, for most part, the lead guitar. Now, eventually, at the time, I was doing singing. I was trying to learn how to sing. I used to sing in my car a lot. I was just scared. Even now, like I'm scared to have to sing in front of people. I have played a gig before though. In high school, I had to play in front of a bunch of people, and I remember I was scared out of my freaking mind. Well, then of course it was hard too because I was made fun of because I used to dress up when I used to play. So like even after high school, I used to play a little bit. Like I'd bring it to the wild. Like when I went on vacation, I'd bring my guitar and play for people at the hotel, and they loved it. Like I play all sorts of different music. But usually I would have like like I said, 5-inch platform boots like a Gene Simmons from Kiss wears. Literally like 5-inch platform boots. So instead of 6 feet 4 inches, I'd be like 6 feet 9 inches. Literally, I think 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, it'd be like 6'9" instead of 6'4". So people were like, "Damn, you're tall." I'm like, "Oh," so I said, "Well, I got platform boots on. That's why." I wish I was that tall. That'd be cool. And I wear like some black jeans, some sort of shirt. Usually, either like a Slipknot shirt or some sort of band shirt, or like a gothic style shirt. I'd wear a nice long, and this is a trench coat I got from the United Kingdom actually. Because the United Kingdom had it's some place called it's called Necessary Evil. I don't know if they're still in business, but they did make like gothic style clothes, but in the United Kingdom, more particularly England. It's where the actual company is from England, so British people. And it was a nice one though. It had these nice like little things on the shoulder. I can't remember what they call it, but it had these like little like I don't know, like it looked like armor kind of thing. I don't know. It was like some pointy things on the shoulders. It had a pocket on the upper arm where my tattoo is. Well, at the time I didn't have a tattoo, but because I haven't had a tattoo until 2012, I turned 18. But see that I'd paint my fingernails black, so I'd have black nail polish on. I'd have black eyeshadow and makeup and eyeliner around my eyes. Now mostly, that's because I wanted to have the Ozzy Osbourne look, And well, because as a teenager especially, I looked up to Ozzy Osbourne, and I was like, I want to be like Ozzy Osbourne. I want to sing music, I want to be just like him, and I really like that. I listen to his music a lot. Like I have a shirt of him, posters. I have tons of CDs of Ozzy. I have a few of Ozzy vinyl records. I still listen to Ozzy too. And this is when I had like very long hair. So I was trying to do like that look, but I also did the eyeliner around my eyes too because the black part of it kind of helps it to shade my eyes from the light. So I did that with and without it, and it's like it seemed like it seemed to help a little bit. Plus, I didn't care about that. The person, like I said, my ex at the time, she didn't care either because she actually did it for me. She did my eye makeup, and she would do the nail polish, because I knew how to do it somewhat, but she was better at it than me. So I was just like, if you want to do it, because I said, well, you're a girl anyway, so you probably do it better than eye makeup, a lot better than I can. Because I'm a guy, guys don't know how to do makeup that good. So I was like, obviously now I can, practice, but Now, of course, my stepfather was not a fan at all, which is weird because my stepfather, he used to be in a band. I don't know, but he used to just make fun. Say, "Oh, well, just because Ozzy does it doesn't mean you have to do it." And, it's like, why are you having your girlfriend do makeup on you? Like, that's freaking weird. Don't you find that weird or a bit, fruity? Which, yeah, exactly what it sounds like. He's poking fun at, gay people, as he usually does. Which I don't know why. And I was like, well, I'm not. It's like I'm still the same person I am. Like, yeah, I'm straight. So what? There's nothing wrong with a straight guy. I want to do makeup, bro. Just look the part. Like, what's wrong with that? But that's how he was, because he would accuse my mother of feminizing me too much. Say, oh, you're feminizing the boy too much, and how do you accept it? And she says, well, it's like it's not hurting him. Just let him do what he wants. It's like he's trying to do it for school, for his band, to look the part, and that's what makes him happy. So what's wrong with that? But I don't know. Like I said, my stepfather's older. He's like, I think he's not quite 17, either late 60s or early 70s. I can't remember exactly. I have to ask him. I know he's a baby boomer, you know, because he was a baby boomer, and my mother is my mother's Gen X, well, late Gen X, because my mother's 1977. I can't remember when I used to remember what I said, but I barely even see, after they divorced, I barely see my stepfather, so I can't remember. I forget. It's hard to remember, but it's a long story. Why, there's lack of communication. That's a long story. I prefer to talk to him and stuff like that, but he doesn't talk. He used to do stuff with me and stuff too, but it's just less and less, which I don't know why. It's just strange. But either way, that's, so as a teenager, of course, it was a struggle. Especially for makeup, like I said, for my band stuff. Because it's like, for me, just like, if it makes somebody happy and they're not hurting anybody, it's like, oh, that's a better, that looks better than that. This looks like crap. This was actually a bit better. I thought that line in the middle was just kind of strange. But yes, this was my band name. So, growing up was a bit difficult. Obviously, as you could tell, Like I said, and I thought about that too. I might do a video of that too, where I should have makeup videos like that. I'm supposed to do a Terminator roleplay, where I show behind the scenes of how I do my makeup. So I'm gonna get some Halloween makeup. Give it that. Jesus. These weird hiccups I get. I get a hiccup and then all my breath comes out for a second and I choke a little bit. I don't know, it's freaking weird. I don't have asthma, so I don't know. It's kind of weird, really. But whatever it is. But yeah, where I show basically how I did makeup, to give it that, because I want to give it that realistic look. So I have the special effects Halloween makeup, like Spirit has a lot of stuff I need. No Spirit Halloween. And I'm thinking about doing a video, because I don't see a guy. Usually it's girl ASMR artists. You barely see a guy ASMR artist do it. And I want to try to do it for my girl viewers. But I'm going to do is try and paint my nails black like I used to, and kind of just show how I did and stuff, and removal. I mean, most people don't do it, but I want to do it. For my girl viewers, I want to have something a video they can relate to. And plus maybe there's another way to do it better, and the girl viewers could be like, hey, if you do it this way, it's a little easier this way, or this is stuff like that too. And for my bodybuilders, you'll probably see the post, but I made a motivational video specifically for you guys. I know some of you mentioned about being bodybuilders, and I thought for a long time, it's like, you see all these bodybuilding motivational videos, I wouldn't mind doing my own version, for them. I want to do it daily, I promise. It's hard to find them on CapCut. It's hard to find different ones, so it may be a little difficult. I should say a bit difficult, but I'll try. Sometimes it has music in the background, and that kind of ruins it. And unfortunately, sometimes CapCut, for some stupid reason, it won't let me get rid of just the musical sound, so I could put YouTube music or something or just no music, so it doesn't cause any copyright problems with YouTube. And then they end up removing it for whatever reason. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, really, but yeah. But you'll probably see the post about that before, you'll probably see the post about that before, so, that's probably old news, and you'll probably see the video about it too, I'm sure, but, yeah. And I'm going to be uploading a couple videos to make up for lack of videos, so, definitely, I can promise you, there's definitely not going to be a lack of videos, and I'm going to do a live stream, so that'll be good, because the live stream I'm going to do a live stream, because I know how the videos will help with the live stream to get more viewers, more likes, and of course more subscribers, so we can add more people to our YouTube family, which I love, because I want to have as many subscribers as I can. If possible, someday I wouldn't mind being the most popular ASMR artist to ever exist. Now, I don't know if that would happen, but I would love that, especially just imagining all the people I could help. I mean, I could help save the whole world, even if it tired me out, I would still do it. You know, like that. Like I like taking time, free time to help people out and stuff like that. You know, I like it. I like to help people. Knowing that's helping people, like it's what drives me to keep going every day and just keep doing it, just keep going. You know, and I'm glad to, it really helps to keep me going, to stay relevant, and to stay relevant and just gain more subscribers and all that good stuff, and invent different new ways to make content to reach more people. Anyway, but yeah, sorry, I rambled on too much. Alright, so that's about this video, but it's rambled on enough so that way this video is not too. I mean, I guess it's somewhat long, but I was hoping for 30 minutes, but I'm running out of things to say, unfortunately. So, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share my videos,